Hi there and welcome to a new video. So today I want to share with you 5 amazing postural stretches to help you get relief from lower back pain. And these postural stretches have really helped me throughout my healing journey. They are really my favorite. So when we're dealing with lower back pain, I always encourage you to work on fixing the underlying causes of back pain. And I do have an amazing program called Back Pain Control that can help you do that, because by fixing the root cause of the pain that you're going to be able to get long-term relief. So I do understand that while we're working towards getting long-term relief and fixing the underlying causes, that we also we don't want to be in pain. The great thing about the 5 exercises that I want to share with you is that in addition to also giving you relief from lower back pain, sciatica, hip pain, is also that they will work to help you fix the underlying causes, because these specific stretches they work to realign your posture. So if you're sitting with a rounded back, if you drive a lot, all these things can contribute to postural imbalances, which could lead to chronic lower back pain. So in addition to giving you long-term relief, they will also help you fix your posture and work to get you that long-term relief as well. So the very first postural stretch is gonna be the counter stretch or the wall stretch. So if you are using a wall, you're gonna get in front of the wall and you're gonna place your hands in front of you, press it against the wall, and you're simply going to just let your chest drop. So your heels should be aligned with your hips, and you want to have your hands in front of you. It really doesn't matter if you want to have your hands higher, up, or lower, down, but it's just simple to have them right in front of you. And you're gonna start to feel a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings. So you can bend your knees here a little bit if you have a lot of hamstring tension. And so just let your chest drop. You want to disengage your shoulders and just let your chest drop down. You're gonna feel a really nice stretch in your lower back because you're stretching out your whole back. So, and you're also working on realigning your posture. And you can stay here for as long as you want, honestly. Like I usually do this stretch when I'm sitting for hours, working on a certain project. I would just take a break and do this stretch every hour or so. So the next stretch is gonna be the sitting wall. And I have to be honest, this stretch was like a lifesaver for me when I was experiencing intense piriformis pain and sciatica, and I would do this stretch all the time because it just gave me that relief. So I would honestly do this stretch at work. I did it, in the morning, and it really helps to realign your posture. And especially if you have sciatica, I find this stretch really effective. And so I'm gonna show you what you wanna do is you just wanna sit on the ground. That's the great thing about it too. It's really simple. You don't really have to do much. So if you don't have a lot of flexibility and you don't like to do all of those long static stretches, these ones are really perfect. You want to have your glutes touching the wall the whole time. That's the most important part. And from here also you want to have your shoulder blades, the back of and your back touching the wall. So just by doing this, you're helping restore your upper body posture. So if you tend to sit on your desk with rounded shoulders, just this exercise is kind of forcing you to fix the upper body posture and engage those back muscles here. So now we want to stretch out the legs. And then you may feel that like you have a lot of hamstring tightness. So it may be hard to have your legs stretch out. So just ease into it. And you can stay here. Again, you want to kind of use your mind to stay focused because you don't want to be rounding your back. You want to keep the back touching the wall and have your legs straight in front of you, toes pointing a little bit towards you if you can. And breathe deeply. Again, we're working to realign our posture here. Shoulders, hips, knees and ankles. You can stay here for 2 minutes if you'd like or more. And again, if you can't really have your legs stretch out too much, you can bend them a tiny bit to break the stretch, and maybe you could just ease into it by stretching one leg at a time. So you're gonna get on your knees, and then you're gonna have one leg forward. Instead of just leaning forward, which really doesn't do much release, when I'm leaning forward, I'm not feeling any stretch on my hip flexors or psoas. So instead of doing that, what you want to do is tuck your pelvis in a little bit. So you're just going to tuck the pelvis in, and you're going to feel a really nice deep stretch. So we're doing a slight posterior pelvic tilt. So again, you're going to just tuck the pelvis in a little bit. You may feel that one side is tighter than the other. And one important thing here also is that while you do that, make sure to engage your glutes. Just by engaging and contracting your glutes, you're gonna feel a stretch in the psoas. And back. So this is a really nice quick stretch to release your hip flexors. Tight hip flexors are one of the most common causes for lower back tension. So by just doing this stretch, after sitting for a long time or driving, you are going to release tension and get relief from lower back pain. Okay, so the next stretch or exercise is the low Cobra exercise. It is an amazing lower back postural stretch, but a lot of people, they do the high Cobra exercise, which I don't recommend if you have any disc issues like a bulging disc or disc herniation. I like to do the low Cobra stretch instead. So you're gonna get on your belly. So you probably have seen the Cobra exercise, you get on your belly and then you just push up with your hands. So this could actually be a very aggressive stretch for people who have disc bulges or any issues, and it could actually make the pain worse. When I was going through a lot of pain, this stretch always made the pain worse. So I would just not do it because I did have an L5-S1 disc herniation. So I stopped doing it because I felt like it was just making everything worse. However, a better version of this is instead of just pushing on your hands, you're gonna make a small fist with one hand or two hands, but I like to start with just one hand. So we're gonna make a fist, and then you're just going to place your head on the fist. So as you can see, we're elevating the upper body here to restore the back curvature without putting any more tension on our lower back. So we're protecting the lumbar area here. We're letting gravity release any tension in that area, but we're also trying to help restore the back curvature. And this is also a great progression. So this would be an easier version. If you want something even easier, you can actually place your hand lower, place both of your hands on top of each other and just rest your head on your hands. So from one fist, you could progress again to two fists. Again, we're restoring both cervical, thoracic, spine curvature and letting the gravity take all the tension from the lower back. So just relax and release. And then breathe deeply, and with every exhale, you're just releasing the tension. By doing this, we're kind of also doing the opposite of what we do all day, which is sitting slouched. This helps restore the cervical spine and neck posture to put in a better position and to help undo the damage of a sedentary lifestyle. So the last postural stretch I want to share with you is a chest opener. When we are holding a lot of tension and when we are feeling stress on a day-to-day basis, what we tend to do is tense up and round our shoulders and just, usually we hold on to a lot of tension in this area. And in addition to texting, cooking, doing the dishes, anything that promote that flexion, you end up with a very tight chest, which triggers lower back pain. When you have that rounded shoulder posture, it leads to an anterior pelvic tilt over time because the body would respond to what's happening here. So your hips will respond to any imbalances happening at the shoulder and neck level. You also want to work on opening up your chest either with a massage ball. This stretch will also accomplish that. So what we're gonna do here, just get on the floor on one side, and so you want to have one arm a little bit to the back so that you're kind of opening up your chest, and just lean down, and then you can slide the back arm further to the back. And push with your arm up, and then you want to do the other side. So you are going to feel the stretch mostly in this area here. So while you can do all of these postural stretches back to back, what I usually like to do is I like to just pick a couple and do them a few times a day, depending on what I'm doing that day. And also just by listening to my body and seeing where I'm holding more tension. So definitely use them as you wish, but make sure that you use at least a few of them to help you restore your posture, and I'm sure they're going to help you get relief because they did for me. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.